Hello, everybody. Welcome to our demonstration today. My name is Lisa Hill, and I'm going to be walking you folks through a super brief overview of how you can promote your Infobase resources using social media. It's such a tricky thing to do because of access restrictions outside the library, um, things related to that. What can you share? What can't you share? So I'm going to spend about 20 minutes today. It's going to be super brief. Just give you a tour of what's possible. We have one product, Credo reference and source reference, that you are able to, two products, I guess I should say, Credo reference in the academic market and source reference for K-12 schools, where you can actually share things from the product itself. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and mostly just give you a tour of what we provide that is shareable on social media and how to find it. We spent a couple of weeks with a presenter doing TikTok webinars with us, and I know there's a lot of interest in how can we promote not only using TikTok, but social media in general. So I am not going to actually be using social media in this demonstration. It's my goal to show you where you can find things to then share on social media, giving you tips on where to find things, and also kind of open your eyes to some of the things that we create and provide, and maybe you aren't aware of them. A good news for all of you in that this is a Infobase webinar as well. And you might think to yourself, I have no idea what that is. But it's going to make you want to stick around, right? So this webinar is going to be about 20 to 30 minutes, not long at all. I just want to give you a little tour of where to find things. So Infobase webinars are related to our 80th birthday. So Infobase is turning 80 this year. We were born as facts on file back in 1940. You might remember from your own childhood or earlier in your careers those big blue binders that you'd find in the public library with facts on file written on the spine. We were originally created as a competitor to Newsweek. If you think about that, we had little synopses of daily events of news, and we would bind them all together and send that off to libraries. We've grown since then, and to help us celebrate our birthday this year, we're doing webinars like this one that are short, give you bits of information that you can take, and then at the end of the webinar, we reward you for staying for the whole thing, and we ask you a simple question, and all you have to do to enter is write the answer to that question. It's going to be like a crazy simple question. It's not going to be math or anything like that. It'll be related to the webinar, and then I'll pick a random winner. Okay. So with that, I need you to prove to me. Hold on a second. My computer has stopped. There it is. The computer had stopped working, but I think I have that covered now. Just prove to me that you can actually find the question box in the GoToWebinar control panel. Look at your control panel and click on questions, and then just type in there where you're calling from. So I'm calling from just north of Boston today. So go ahead and type in where you're calling from in that questions box to tell me that I know you know where to enter that. And then I will get started. All right, so let's talk a little bit today about using social media to promote your Infobase webinars, your Infobase resources, I'm sorry. All right. Hello from Wisconsin. Hello from Ontario. Welcome. Let me X out of this. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. And then I'm going to start sharing again. So I wanted to start by talking about the resource that will actually allow you to share things directly from the platform. And this is called Credo Reference. It's extremely similar to a product we have in the K-12 world called Source Reference, a little bit of a difference in content. But the neat thing about this product is that you can share things from the product itself, and you don't have to worry about authentication. So what Credo Reference is, it's a research starting point. It's an academic alternative to Wikipedia for public libraries and academic libraries like colleges and universities. Source Reference, which looks extremely similar to this one, is for K-12s, but it works in the same way. So it's like you can search anything in here. And I'm going to search for, what day is it? It's August. Let's think of, my brain is just not working. I'll just do a basic search on Michelangelo. That has nothing to do with August, but whatever. Michelangelo. So I can get all kinds of great information on Michelangelo or whatever topic I want to run a search on. And the neat thing is, this URL that I can grab out of the address bar, I can tweet right out, I can Facebook right out, I can put a little comment about Michelangelo, and wherever my social media follower is, if they click the link, they will be able to access this screen. It won't look exactly like this, so let me actually copy this and log out, just so I'm not logged in at all. Put that URL in there. And do you see it's the same screen? Note how I'm not logged in, but I still see the information about Michelangelo. I still see all sorts of little blurbs about Michelangelo. But if I try to engage with anything, it asks me to identify. And one of the neat things about Credo, reference and source, is that it will tell you what your closest library is. So I can say, all right, I'm in north of Boston. I can see Revere Public Library. That's a local library near me has it. I click that link and I'll be asked to put in my my library card and password. So I can take any of that. Let me just log in as myself here, just because I have the passwords, I can do that. So whatever it is that's upcoming, I can say, I know that things are happening in September, right? Let's say, the World Series is coming up in October. I'll do a search on the World Series. I can take this URL, I can tweet it out via Facebook or Twitter. It will actually show a little picture, as you tweet it out, and when people click it, they will not be hindered by authentication. So this is really cool because since this is a general knowledge, general reference database, you can, anything you want. You can run a search on anything and we'll have a result page to support it. We'll have images, we'll have maps, we'll have flags, we'll have charts. If you want to celebrate the wonders of photosynthesis, you can do that, right? Grab that URL right out of the address bar, tweet it out, and your folks will be able to access it. Again, they'll be accessing a public page. It won't be your library's page until they actually click a link and then they're asked to authenticate. So that's Credo Reference. All right. So with Credo, we've done quite a bit to create materials that you can use for social media. So I'm going to put this in the chat box just in case you're a Credo customer and you didn't know about this. You can all click on that when you have a moment. I just sent that to someone. Sorry about that. I just sent that to someone instead of putting it into the chat box. Let me put this in the chat box so you can all access it. There it is. You can click on that if you're a Credo customer, and I'll give you a tour of what you can find here. Note right at the top, it says social media posts. So here at Infobase, we offer social media posts for every day of the month from Credo, and it's going to be those links, right? Those links that are that are open, that won't be authenticated unless you actually click the link. So each of these tweets and Facebook posts that we've written will most likely have something to do with the day that's happening. We try to stay away from politics, try to make them fun. If there is a politician, it's usually related to a specific law or somebody's birthday. We don't try to mix it up with any controversial posts or anything like that. You're welcome to copy and paste the entire thing into Facebook or Twitter. do the whole thing with the image. You're welcome to use the image, pop that into Facebook, send it off, and again, don't worry about authentication. And I can say, since these pages are open, you don't even need to be a Credo customer to use these, right? It'll still give them interesting facts and things to play with for social media. So you'll find that on that page that I just put into the chat right here. You'll also find them in our blog. Go here. So if you go to infobase.com and then click on blog, we got a bunch of great blogs, and you actually might be interested in knowing that Kelsey Bogan, who did our TikTok webinars for the past month, has written a blog about using social media to promote e-resources. So it doesn't have her bubbling video personality, but it's got her bubbly writing. I'm going to put that into the chat as well, if you guys want to take a look at that on your own time. But all throughout the blog, you're going to find things. I'm going to click on tools and resources. And I'm going to drop that into the chat as well. And that will bring you down, and you'll see that's where we post our social media posts for the month. You're also welcome to post any of our blogs, which are all related to library topics, but you can see we've got social media posts from July. This is exactly the same content that you're going to find on the Credo help site that I just showed you. And again, just copy and paste them. We create new posts for every day of the week for the upcoming month. So September should be posted to our blog this week. Also, on the Credo reference support site, we have posters, we have shelf talkers. So the thing to remember, you're welcome to use any of these images to help support the usage of these resources on social media. So let's say you find this, we've got wildlife and animal books. You can print these out, the 3x5 inch cards. You can use them as shelf talkers and put them on your shelves. You can use them as bookmarks. You can also use them as social media images. How do you do that? Right click on the image or grab the URL out of the address bar, and that will allow you to paste that right into. So it's basically a copy and paste. I can right click on the thumbnail, copy the image or the image address, it doesn't matter. Paste it right into your Facebook or Twitter. The image will pop up and you just tweet it out. So on this training and promotional page, we also have logos and posters. We have videos, and again, just right click, copy that image, copy the image address, and share it out. For our videos, promotional video, just what is Credo reference? This is a 2-minute video, and anytime we have a video on our help center, you'll note it has a share link. Click that share link, click whichever place you want to post it. I'll just click on Twitter here. This is my own personal, and I can tweet that out. Shows up on my account. When I click it, it opens up a little video screen so I can actually play it right in my Twitter feed. So that's an automatic link that you can click right from the video player. So that's Credo reference, and I spent a lot of time on this because we have so many different ways you can use this on social media. But I want to show you a trick about how you can use the other products on social media. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Google. Many of you have, actually all of you have an admin portal. And there is a link in the admin portal that you would click on that says marketing materials. But if you do not have the admin passwords, maybe somebody else at your library has the admin passwords, here's a trick. So let's say you're a children's librarian at a public library and you don't have the admin passwords for your Infobase resources. You have the Just for Kids video resource. And Just for Kids, if you guys don't know it, is It's a streaming video service that's entirely kids safe, filled with television shows, learning shows, movies. You know, it's basically like Netflix for kids, but with educational materials and storybooks. So what you do to find the site where you can find promotional materials if you don't have admin access is type in the word just for kids. That's pretty generic and broad. Then Infobase, and then the word Zendesk. And here it is, how it says Infobase. Click that link and you're brought to this screen. When you click on marketing materials, you'll see we have social media videos ready to go. This is a Storytime Anytime video. It's 30 seconds that really takes a look at the content. As you can see, it's 30 seconds long and just shows different storybooks that you'll find animated within this resource. We'll just watch it. It's a fabulous resource, guys. If you don't have it, it's just wonderful. Ad-free, simultaneous usage, unlimited streaming, just like all of our video resources. So I want to share that to Twitter. Click share, or to Facebook. I only have Twitter open. Share it, tweet it. Something went wrong. I'm probably not logged into my account. Tweet. It is an authentication issue on my end, but that's how you would add it, with just one click, one quick click of any of the videos that you find here. And that can go with any of the Infobase resources that you're interested in sharing. So if you're not using Credo reference, there's really nothing inside the other products that you can share on social media, but our support sites for all of them will have materials that you can just click on. So if I click on eBoards for Just for Kids, again, what do? I click on that copy image and just paste it right into Twitter, paste it right into Facebook or Instagram, and it'll go out to your end user. So it's like a little ad that you can send, and our support sites are filled with them. So I'll go back to Google. Let's say I subscribe to Ferguson's Career Center. Ferguson's is your absolute go-to resource for all things about helping start the career search, whether you're a teenager or a 50-year-old switching careers. So I'm going to do the same thing. Ferguson's, Infobase, Zendesk, those three words. There it is, Ferguson's Career Guidance Center. Again, if you don't have admin access, that's an easy way to get there. I'll click on marketing materials. I've got a video here with my little share feature, right? This is a minute long. I can watch it, post it to social media. Gives folks an idea about what they'll find in this resource available at the library. Watch it quickly. Gives a little tour of the resource, which is pretty neat. There's also voiceover, which is going directly into my ear, but it is there. And again, just click that share button to get your share links. I go back to my marketing materials, and then I have the options for Ferguson's eBoards, just like I did for Just for Kids. All I do is right click on it, copy that image, paste it into a tweet, write whatever I want about it, come to the library and check out the, how you can plan for your career today, or whatever it is you wanted to write. So that is my super quick overview of how to find materials that will help you promote your resources on social media. Because of authentication issues, it's very difficult to promote things right from the platform unless you're a Credo reference or source reference subscriber. But go to Google. It's the easiest way. If you don't have admin access, go to Google and then type in the name of your video on demand, then the word Zendesk, and the word Infobase. Easiest way to find that marketing page, and then scour our marketing materials for eBoards, posters, flyers, and bookmarks as well. I have the video in there somewhere also. Maybe it's in the training area. We'll have to post it. It's not there yet. Anyway, so that is that. If anybody has any questions, please post them into the question box. I promised you this would be quick. I want to turn to my Infobase, our Winfobase webinar question. And if you're just joining us, Winfobase is our 80th anniversary, 80th birthday this year at Infobase, and we're celebrating by giving a $50 Amazon gift card away to the winner. I will give that out in this webinar in the next 2 minutes. You'll actually receive it a couple of weeks from now. We usually send it out at the end of the month or at the beginning of the month. So don't panic if you don't receive it today, but you will be named the winner today. In order to enter the Winfobase webinar, all you have to do is answer a simple question that I am about to ask. To answer the question, find that questions box, and that's where you type your answer. So your Winfobase question is, what topic would be helpful for your library for Infobase to do a webinar on? It could be a product, it could be thought leadership, we need help with, career, guidance and stuff like that, or, what do you have in terms of critical thinking and information literacy skill building? Your answers will help inform us as we work with third parties to provide webinars to educate and provide professional development for our customer base. So that is the Winfobase question. Everybody put your answers into the results there. I'll give you about 30 more seconds to put in a topic. What type of webinar would you like for your for the next Winfobase webinar? 20-minute, quick hits. Do you want it product focused? Do you want it more thought leadership? Do you want it more professional development? All right, excellent. 10 more seconds, guys, to enter. Have some nice suggestions in here. Perfect. All right, and I am going to name the winner. I know 0 of you. I don't know any of you. I've got no dog in the fight, so I'm just going to randomly select someone. Deep space astronomy. I appreciate that, Paul. That would be definitely an interesting webinar to come from Infobase. We're going to go with Dennis Johnson. Thank you. Your suggestion for finding credible sources. We're actually thinking of doing something about that around news literacy and dis and misinformation, possibly doing something like that in October. But Dennis, thank you. You are our Winfobase webinar winner today. You will be reached out to in the next couple of weeks with a $50 Amazon gift card. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us today and participating in our Winfobase quiz. I hope you all had a great time, and I hope that you took away at least a little bit something valuable. Maybe you learned something you didn't know before. Thank you all. I hope you all have a great day.